Hey everyone, it's Rebecca E. Parsons here today for Tag Team Friday at the Graphics Fairy. And today I am going to be taking a walk on the wild side with this wonderful hinged tag using papers and images from the Enchanted Forest bundle. I absolutely loved it when I saw this bundle. I could not wait to create this wonderful tag with you. So here are a few of the supplies I needed. Everything's just basic. There's not too much, but we are going to be putting this little fellow to good use today. And I hope you like it as much as I do. So let me put him aside and tell you the steps. All right, let me move my little reinforcements out of the way. Those sometimes get lost. So this bundle has so many wonderful things. But what I did was just take, it has these definitely two backgrounds, and I just took them into Photoshop and Photoshop Elements and made them tag shapes because I need a front and a back for this tag because we are going to sandwich part of this owl in between the two, front and back. And these are words that come with the bundle as well. So everything in this bundle just made me think about this tag. So the first thing we're going to do is cut everything out, and I'm going to show you a couple of special tips and tricks along the way. And the first one, before I start cutting, if I can find a pencil here, is to show you how I'm going to cut my owl out. He's going to be fussy cut, very definitely, and this is going to be a good fussy cut. It's not going to leave any white borders, but I am going to be folding him right about there, so I am going to go ahead and leave this part right there to turn under. This is going to be the point. This is going to be the part of the paper that goes in between the two layers of the tag that are going to hold it all together and make it work. That's going to go right in there in between. And I went ahead and printed this kind of book cover onto the back so that our owl would have a backing on it. But if you don't want to do that, you can put your own paper or your own design on that, or you can draw something on it or paint something. So let me just go ahead and pause for a minute and cut this out, and I will be right back. Okay, we're pretty good. I'm not going to worry about cutting out the insides of these. I'm going to show you a little trick that I use to disguise that just a little bit. And I am going to just go ahead and do the edges so there won't be any like white spots hanging out. Anything I missed in my infamous fussy cutting. Infamously not so good. And just take some of your ink and kind of put that over those little spots right there so they won't be so glaringly white. And that doesn't cover up any of the owl, but it does cover up some of that whiteness in there that might bother you or bother someone. Okay, and I am going to go ahead while I'm at it, and I am going to cut the sides. You see that I cut this on the guillotine, so it would be perfectly even. I'm going to cut my two sides, just like that. And I think I will go ahead and punch my hole while I'm at it. Okay, I think that is all the way we need it right now. And what I'm going to do is place my owl on the side here, get him really nice and centered where I want him to be. And then I am just going to fold this part over the edge. Bing, bang, boom. And that is how we're going to tuck it in. That's all I do for that. That makes the nice little tuck spot there to go between. And I am going to go ahead and glue my little phrase here onto the bird. It's just wonderful. I love all these phrases on this Enchanted Forest theme. They are really cool. So make sure you check them all out. Check everything in this bundle. All the bundles are really good, but this one just spoke to my heart. And it's funny because it's a little dark. And if you know my art is certainly not very dark at all. But this one, I just could not resist what I was seeing. Okay, so I think we're good. Make sure that you crease that edge really nicely so it lays down flat. And we are going to go ahead, and I see a little piece of white that I am going to trim off of here. There's always something. Make sure I get that close. I'm going to go ahead and hit the edges with, whoops, got a case of the droppings today. Just hit the edges so you don't see anything white there. And then I am going to go ahead and maybe since I did this one on the brown side, maybe I will do this on the green side and see how that one looks. Give us two different versions. So let me just get some glue on the flap, just the inner edge of it for now. And I am going to glue that right in to my side. Burnish that down a little bit. And that looks pretty good. Just make sure that you keep the owl's ears away from the hole. And then I am going to go ahead and glue the front to the back here. And make our little sandwich. So we have this nice hinged part, which is great for your junk journaling tag or even a gift tag. This would make a wonderful masculine gift tag, I think, or something fun for Halloween. All right. So make sure those are all lined up. Oops. And burnished together. All right. And that's how quick it is to make our little hinged tag. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and glue my little reinforcements. These were white, and I just kind of dabbed a little bit of color on there. That's a good thing about this glue. It dries quickly, and you can pull stuff off and make any adjustments. And let's do this side. Okay, so while that is drying, I'm going to show you one of my little tricks in here for the wording. And I am just going to take since this is kind of an orangish brown background, I'm going to take an orange and a brown colored pencil, and I am just going to go in between the lines here to kind of make this disappear. You could go ahead and cut this whole thing out and paste it one at a time. But I find this just as easy. So I'm going to go over it with a little bit of the brown and see how that kind of blends right straight in with our background there. Let me hold it up so you can see. See how nicely that does that? And this space is great for writing your message, journaling, as well as the back. And I just use a milky white pen, a gel pen, or a Posca pen to make that happen. Okay, so I happen to look for feathers all the time, and I always pick them up. And in this case, I am going to staple it on here because that gives me a little bit of movement, which I think will be good if I want to move the feather out of the way. And there we go. We get the idea there. And that kind of looks really good on the green, doesn't it? I do like that. So that's our hinged tag. Quick, simple, easy, and beautiful. Don't you love that little fellow? I do too. So let's finish this off by putting our little string in here. And there we go. I'm going to take a little brush and fluff up the feather just a hair. But I think you can see this little guy and how cute he is. And there's the one with the brown background. There's the one with the green background. So there you go. That's our wonderful, quick, hinged tag. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed teaching you. And I will be back again soon with another tag. So tag your it on Tag Team Friday.